These guys have an eye for classic watch design combined with trustworthy features. I noticed this in January 2021 when I produced a Watch of the Week episode about the Traska Commuter, a watch with a clear Datejust vibe but without being a copy. And since yesterday a new Traska is on the market, and again with sense for proportions, with references to the past, but also with something very fresh. So let's go over the specifications of the Traska Seafarer. We have an automatic watch with a case diameter of 38.5 millimeters, length lug to lug is 46, height 10, and a lug width of 20 millimeters. The watch has a sapphire crystal, and under that crystal an internal bezel. We have two screw-down crowns, one for the Miyota 9039 movement, the other for the mentioned bezel. The watch is waterproof up to 150 meters and comes on an Oyster type bracelet. Price is 530 euros without VAT or 570 US dollars. And you can choose between 4 dye colors: white, black, mint green and sun-bleached orange. And I will focus here a bit on the mint green one because, as the thumbnail states, it wins, at least for me personally. So let's start with the dial. Just nice, uncluttered, with only basic informations on it. Traska, the logo, automatic and the 150 meters. Note the nice symmetry of the indices, undisturbed by a date. And it can be tricky to combine green and blue, but here it looks very good. Also a bit faded, not too dominant, but truly fresh. By the way, I find it pretty brave that they released these macro shots here. Look at the white index there. The edges are a bit frayed, but we have to realize that on this image the watch has the size of a car wheel. Also worth mentioning is, in my eyes, the cozy case. What do I mean here with cozy? All this brushing, see that? The round edges, it looks a bit like a 50-year-old watch that really did its service. There are no sharp edges anymore to ruin your shirt cuff or trouser pocket. I also like pretty much that they've chosen these classic crowns with that typical grid on it, very 60s. My second pick would be the faded orange. I mean, these watches are not super versatile with these colors, but with certain garments they will look friendly in a way, if this makes any sense, but I personally feel pretty relaxed in front of them. When it comes to the genre, then they are in fact super versatile. You could just jump in the water with that piece, following watch lovers from the 50s and 60s with their compressor watches. But at the same time it is small and beautiful enough to serve as a dress watch. Goodness, imagine that faded orange on the wrist, on tanned skin, after a day on the beach, in a nice seafood restaurant. Perfection. The only little criticism from my side is I find the hands a bit boring. They work, they are well integrated, but I have the feeling that there was room for something more special. But overall I'm pretty much in love with that mint green, and for some reason the bleached orange is growing on me. And the price? Normal, I think. Sapphire, 2 crowns, solid bracelet and a Japanese workhorse inside. This is the package that is well priced here, in my opinion. Little question, guys. Sometimes I order watches after these brief presentations for longer reviews. And I love to write to Traska if they can borrow me a piece for a week or so. What do you think? Is it worth it? Please let me know in the comments. And that said, let me close this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.